welcome to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the Morning Buzz Monday edition, and happy Valentine's Day to all those in relationships, and to the single people, happy Singles Day, respectfully. We got a great show for you today. We got a lot of things to talk about, but first, let me talk about who's with me right now. I got my co-host Joe Verga. Joe Verga. I said, all right, Joe Verga. So
that's one.
All right, relax. All right, shut up. Our events coordinator, Cassandra Diaferio. Our newscaster, Alex Arario. And in the other room, in the talk studio, our sportscaster, Megan O'Neill. We all looking drunk right now because, especially it's Valentine's Day. We all got the red on. Megan has the little pink action. This is fresh, all vibes. We all got the shades on too. But you know what? Because the shades, the person who really gave us the idea for the shades, Ali Arario, has a newscast for us. Ali!
That was a good transition. I approve. Good morning, everybody, and happy Valentine's Day. My name is Ali Arario, and on this delightful Monday, I'm joining you from 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. In national news, as of Saturday evening, the United States has suspended the import of avocados from Mexico. This decision was made out of safety after a U.S. safety inspector who was located in Mexico received a threatening text message. Surprisingly, this is not the first time that the United States has banned the import of avocados to the country. In regional news, today is a monumental day for one of Broadway's longest-running shows, Wicked. Brittany Johnson will be making her debut as Glinda, making her the first person of color to be playing the role in Broadway history. She has previously played the role going on as an understudy, but starting today, she will be playing the role full-time. In local news, WMSC is going to be holding their annual talent show this Thursday night at 7 o'clock in Presentation Hall, which is located in the School of Communications and Media. There's going to be a variety of acts, and it's going to be a very enjoyable night. The event is open to Montclair students only, and all attendees are required to show their hawk check with them when they arrive. Lastly, for some weather, it is currently 14 degrees and clear outside. Today is expected to have a high of 27 and a low of 9, and predicted to be sunny throughout the entire day, as it will be over the next few days. Thank you, and back to you, Cam.
And thank you, Ali. And, before we continue this next one, there's a little clip we'd like to play. Isaiah, can you do the honors?
Cam, how about this? Let's make it bet.
The three of us just over here.
We're gonna make a bet.
So if the Rams win, wear like a crazy t-shirt that you picked. But if the Bengals win, I pick out a t-shirt for you that you have to wear. No, you can wear a Bengals t-shirt and I'll wear a Rams t-shirt. Whoever wins.
Bengals t-shirt is crazy.
Bengals t-shirt.
I will make you wear the most outrageous Bengals t-shirt if I win.
Well, we'll do that in 2 weeks because
next week
next week is Valentine's Day, and we're dressing up.
No, yes, very true.
Yes.
All right, so
we
Megan, care to be honest about what happened last night?
Game was yesterday with the Bengals versus the Rams. And as you guys just saw from last Monday, I made a bet with Cam saying if the Bengals won, I would buy him a Bengals t-shirt and he would have to wear it next week. And if the Rams won, I would have to wear it. Well, unfortunately, I was the loser in this big game. Rams were winning by 3 with a score of 23-20. Overall, this game was great. I'm not going to deny that.
Oh, not at one bit. It was
it was a great game. There was not a moment where it felt like it was a blowout at all. With Odell's injury in the second quarter, I felt that the Bengals were just going to have it right there, but the Rams came back and managed to overall get it without Odell. Aaron Donald was the lifesaver of it all in the last quarter with sacking Burrow, which made it an automatic win for the Rams. All I have to say is this game was great. Good game, Cam, and you'll be seeing me next week in a Rams t-shirt, so stay tuned. Now back to you, Cam.
Megan, it was a phenomenal game, absolutely phenomenal game, and I'll make sure to get that. Make sure you find you a Rams Super Bowl. Come on, I messed it up. Nice. I'll make sure to get you a Rams championship t-shirt. I got you. I took the L. See,
and that is number 2.
That is number 2, and I thought I would be getting the L since I was like the loser in this whole thing.
Here's the thing: no matter what day, it's already L day. But you know what? We're gonna just move on from that.
Yep.
But anyway, there is some things going on. Joe, What's happened up in Canada? Great.
Yes, we have the end of the Great Canadian Protest. A police raid has finally put an end to the bridge blockade in Windsor, Ontario. Police arrived on Sunday carrying guns, showing they were not playing games anymore. Everyone had to leave the area they had been blocking in protest. The week-long stalemate is now officially over. About 100 vehicles had been parked along the 1.25 mile long stretch of road. There were all kinds of vehicles ranging from pickups, SUVs, and yes, a dog grooming van. Well, in case you were wondering what the protest was about, allow me to fill you in. The group of protesters who have called themselves the Freedom Convoy were protesting the mandate requiring truckers who cross the U.S.-Canadian border to be vaccinated against COVID-19. Among the group of protesters were evangelical Christians, anti-mask people, vaccine skeptics, and local residents who are tired of lockdowns and vaccine passports. One protester had this to say, quote, "I was hoping it wasn't going to end like this. I was hoping the police would allow us to continue to peacefully protest," end quote.
Crazy.
Yeah, really crazy.
I actually didn't hear about this until like last week.
Me either. I didn't know this was happening until like last week when you guys were talking about it, and just hearing about it now, how it's progressed and it's now done. I think it's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what we're seeing right now, for those that aren't listening, just images of what's going on in Canada, just the amount of Canadians just waving flags with the Canadian flag showing the words freedom on it.
Mhm.
Honestly, I believe so. I believe that the Canadians have a point. They got a point. Yet at the same time, it kind of stinks.
Yeah, they were blocking like 1.25 miles of road, and like it's not that much, but like when you're trying to like get to work,
Yo,
like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
know,
that's like
That's what I'm
kind of
saying.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a detour.
Yeah.
Forget all that. I would be furious. Listen, you have to leave extra early every day for work. If you don't leave early enough, girl, you get fired.
Well, I also think we need to look at, the grounds for this protest. And for me, it's frustrating. And obviously, my opinions don't reflect those of the station. However, for
Whoa.
me, growing up with a mother who is a nurse and who was a essential worker, both my parents and my brother were all essential workers throughout the entire pandemic. It really put into perspective how dangerous it can be, how
Mhm.
scary it is. And it's just frustrating seeing people that just won't get vaccinated because they won't. And obviously, there are people who have their own reasons, medical reasons, whatever. But also at this point, it's like, come on, like, please just help stop the spread. Once again, it's my opinion, only my opinion. But for me, it's just like, I feel like the only way we're gonna achieve a sense of normalcy is if people start to comply, and hopefully people start doing that soon.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm going to double down on that and say this is like I said, this is my opinion. This does not reflect the station whatsoever. I don't think it's that easy to have people just submit their wills, submit their beliefs, because for starters, I understand that the vaccine is proven, but at the same time, it's like people don't want to get it for their own reasons. It doesn't matter what it could be. Like, people could just say the most bizarre thing. At the end of the day, it's their choice. It's their opinion, it's their free will, and I believe that everyone should get the choice in life. If you're not living in a dictatorship, which Canada is far from. Canada is probably more acceptable as Canada's probably more democratic than than the United States, which is probably crazy to think about. But no, that's just my opinion. Also, what Spice what Isaiah said, it's some protesters compared the mandate to the Holocaust, which is absolutely absurd.
that's
I think that's crazy.
That's absurd.
no, look at that.
It's not the same thing. It does
It's
not. It
not.
doesn't compare. It does not compare.
Hmm.
That is absurd.
What kind? I
Like-
just don't understand what type of like I understand if you don't want the vaccine, like it's frustrating. Yeah, whatnot, but that's not
To
comparable
say
by
the
any means.
not one bit.
I feel as though like with the vaccine and everything, it seems like a black or white type of situation. It's like if you don't have the vaccine, why are you not getting it? Da, da, da. Like you get scolded for it, but then you still get scolded for having the vaccine and like X, Y, and Z.
There's no-
So if
it's-
everyone just like was nice, like, hey, okay, cool. You didn't want it? Okay, respect that. Cool. I'm gonna get it because X, Y, and Z. You don't want to get it because ABC. You know what I mean? So it's like I feel as though like everyone shouldn't really have to, doesn't really matter if you want it or not. It's your own belief, I guess you can say.
respectfully.
Mhm.
And honestly, what I think is this: I think that if you the mandate, like I'm not gonna the mandates, they're crazy. The mandates in America, they're crazy. But I would not say that they are the most bizarre thing you've ever seen. Like we've seen worse. We've seen worse in America. We've seen worse in American history. This is pretty. This is far from what the example.
I feel like
But
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
oh, it's
you.
okay. No, continue.
I feel like at this point, like the pandemic has been going on for so long now that masks have just become a normal thing, and I don't know.
I won't say normal thing. I would like to show off my beard sometimes, but that's another story for another day. But we're going to talk about my today's Valentine's Day, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Unfortunately, we're all single. Well, except Megan, respectfully.
Good for you, Megan.
Congratulations, Megan.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And Isaiah,
Oh,
my apologies.
good for you, Isaiah.
My apologies.
Yay. too, Isaiah.
Good. Okay, good.
But we
This
all
is
have things
not
that
by myself.
we all have things that we love, right? We all have things that we love.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I love football.
I did
We
not
know,
did not
Cam.
notice.
I'm
No.
going to be the next few months. I will be sad, but to honestly, I would like to say this: to recap my love for football, I'm going to talk about my favorite day of the year, the day I love the absolute most. It's a day I cannot say on air because legal reasons, but it is for all of us are saying it. I'm not saying that word, Joe.
You mean
Don't you dare say I'll mute
You
your mic.
mean
I will mute
you
all your. I
mean-
will mute all your mics. I'll mute all your mics. I'll mute all your mics. Okay, so anyway,
Supreme Dish?
you're gonna get smacked, but that's beside the point. So the 56th annual NFL Undisputed Championship recap was last night, and so people around the United States watched the biggest sporting event of the year by far. Olympics who, NBA Finals who, MLB, the World Series who, Stanley Cup who. The Cincinnati Bengals took on the LA Rams in a game that was certainly unforgettable. People across the country were stuffing their face with wings, pizza, chips, and a wide variety of very unhealthy yet delicious foods, and of course beverages. I had some snacks among other things, but that's not important. Halftime show, it was jumping. Listen, if you know me, I never watch halftime shows ever. The game was lit.
Mhm.
I was texting Megan about it back
Yeah,
and forth.
him and I were both
We were
texting.
talking about it.
It was crazy.
To see the Bengals put it was 13 to 10 coming into halftime.
Yep.
Cool. The Bengals to start off the second half, the first play of the game, first play from scrimmage, there was a touchdown by the young man T. Higgins, which some things could have happened. Some things could have went the other way. The officiating in that game was solid throughout. They let some things slide, which I was completely okay with, but it got to the end of the game where, yeah, maybe you can't make some calls, but that touchdown that happened on Jalen Ramsey, if you after further review, Higgins pulled Jalen Ramsey's face mask, and it was pretty awesome, that the officials did not call that whatsoever. So I'm just glad that it was a good game. It came down to the wire. Of course, that young man Cooper Kupp was named the MVP of that game, and he is the first offensive player of the year since Joe Montana in 1989 to have been named the MVP of the Undisputed Championship and the offensive player of the year in the same season. Now the Rams obviously won it 23-20, and I don't know about you, but I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Same. No, I definitely was too, especially in the office upstairs with the guys. We were all freaking out, even for both teams, honestly, not just our specific teams that we wanted,
yeah.
but I felt like it was an overall great game. The play call with the face mask, I agree, that should have been called, and the fact that it wasn't, I was like, come on.
Well, here's the thing. Had the Bengals won, that would have been
Yes.
the that play would have blew up. It
Mhm.
would have blew up. But the thing is, I'm a referee. The back judge is not in position, so he cannot see it. So T. Higgins,
I didn't know
that was a low key. It was a smart play.
It was.
But you want to talk about a real difference. The first half, the Bengals were shutting down that entire Rams offense. Well, yeah, that too. But Megan, I was telling you, the X factor for the Rams, or the X factor for the Bengals was that defensive line. The Rams cannot run for anything.
Yeah.
They could not run to save their lives.
I was shocked about that, honestly. I was shocked. I thought the Rams were gonna just blow through.
The Bengals D line they started bugging, and
Mhm.
the Bengals O line, they held it down for a while.
Yeah.
They were holding. I'm like, yo,
Hey, yo.
they have no pressure coming through. Oh, it's getting
I
lit.
know.
It's getting lit. So this whole second half, defensive coordinator Raheem Morris said, "Oh yeah, we out. We're gonna charge at
Mhm.
them." And what happened? Aaron Donald had 2 sacks. Von Miller had a sack. Ernest Jones had the Rams front seven got after it. And when I saw Joe Burrow got hurt, I was like, "Oh man, that's not the way.
I know. I
That's
was freaking out.
That's not the way it should be." But in the end, the Rams did pull off the thing, becoming the second team ever in history to win at their home stadium. Next year it's going to be in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Am I seeing a Cardinals championship next season? Probably not. But
Probably not.
yeah, probably not. But
High hopes, but probably not.
that's beside the point. But we're going to take a quick break and welcome back to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. I'm unmuted, and this is Ask the Buzz.
Actually, Cam, before we get to that, I'm going to pull a very famous line, and happy Valentine's Day to everyone at studio. Everyone, look under your seats.
Oh my god.
Cam, it's to your left. Cam, that way. Take the bag with hearts on it. The bag with hearts on it. You too, Isaiah. You too, Isaiah.
I saw something else, but that's not the point.
Yeah, everyone, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, so sweet.
Oh, I got the little bear. Oh, so cute.
Oh my gosh.
So I got a picture up there. You said my left. That's my right, Joe.
I'm sorry, we're flipped.
That's very true.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got just a Twix candy.
Oh my
is
gosh, wait, I love these
so
erasers. I love like in
cute.
like
Wait,
first
is this a
grade
bear?
and like elementary school when you got like those like
got an
little
airplane?
goodie bags.
More.
Joe's good.
This
Wait,
is
my cat's
amazing.
name is
Hershey's,
Mine.
respectfully.
He likes.
Oh my gosh.
He likes to roam the wide open land.
Isaiah, come on.
Isaiah.
Oh my god.
That is
Cam, if you
perfect.
looking, you should have that too.
Where?
Oh, not just my son.
Hey!
I love this.
Big
We
twin,
like put
big
them on
twin.
our shoulders for the rest of the show.
Yes.
So
That's mine.
what Joe blessed everybody on Valentine's Day
Because
And imagine
Ex-
my
I
shirt.
dropped it.
because Joe's a sweetheart and Joe loves us.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank
no
you.
problem.
We don't deserve Joe.
We don't.
We don't.
Yes, we do.
Joe is
you
an
count?
angel sent from above.
Listen. As many as I take, Joe keeps me sane. Joe really keeps me sane. But Joe, how will you take over the segment?
Okay, I'd love to. So, I guess let's start off with the question. We did talk about this a little bit earlier, but do you guys believe in love at first sight?
Yes.
Yes. No, I don't. Kind of.
Yes
I
and no.
mean, yeah, like yes and no.
Yeah,
I do.
I feel that.
Okay,
Oh,
guys.
Ali, I know. But that's the point.
Kim,
I'm not. I didn't.
don't call me out.
I,
right
I didn't.
now.
I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word.
Cam,
That said so
leave
much.
Allie alone.
Thank you, Megan.
You're
But I
welcome.
didn't. All right. So I'm gonna explain why. So yes, because in a way, you could. For me, I visualize myself with. If I see somebody, I could visualize a life with them. Is it feasible? Probably not. But that's not the point.
So poetic.
But no, because at the same time, no. that era of sitting down, meeting somebody in a crowded room, that era is dead. I like that era is completely dead.
Mhm.
So yeah, vibes.
Now Cassandra first, and then we'll go to Allie, and then you, Megan.
So I think like to an extent it does. I think love at first sight mainly deals with like physical attraction to the person. Not that's a bad thing. I just don't feel like the actual like love is there, but like it's a good first step if you believe that if it's love at first sight. I just don't think it's like fully solid.
Nice. Allie.
I don't know. For me, I've always been very much a hopeless romantic. And
Ayo,
I
same.
just feel
Same.
like, I don't know. I feel like when you see a person, the one person that is meant for you, I feel like you'd be able to pick up on that. I don't think necessarily you'd be like, oh, I love this person, but I think there'd be a sense of like, oh, wow. Like, I don't know. I feel like you could be like taken aback. And I think that ties in a little bit with like attraction at first sight. However, I think, I don't know. I choose to believe in love at first sight just because I want it to happen to me.
The possibility of it.
Nice. And Megan.
Oh, wise one speak.
I feel as though like when it comes to love and first sight, you'll know in a sense, like when you're with that person, it's the feeling of knowing that you've never felt this way towards any other person. And with that person, you're like, okay, wait, like this is different. And then it like kind of seeps into it. So I think that's like in my personal way, I felt that. So I think that's like that's what I would say.
I was gonna say essentially the same thing. Yeah, like it's just, I like to an extent, like maybe, but like not like 100%.
Yeah.
So, when do you make the first move?
When?
After 3 days time.
3 days.
Hey,
Mike.
come to the studio. There's our assistant.
Talking about
engineer.
love.
What do you mean? It's just a normal Monday. There's nothing special about today.
It's just February 14th.
Yeah,
We're
it's
not
February
wearing
14th.
sunglasses that
It's
just
Chaz's
have hearts on
birthday.
them. We're just doing it for
Happy birthday,
fun.
Chaz.
Yeah, Megan.
Chaz, happy birthday once
Happy
again.
birthday once
Happy
again.
birthday.
Happy
Chaz, I
birthday.
don't know what all this stuff is right here. February 14th, man.
It's just the day after the big game. Respectfully.
Day after the big game.
Yeah.
The day after the big game. You're right. I'm not happy with the winner, but it is what it is.
Vibes.
There you go.
Have a good rest of the buzz, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mike Foley, for that brief interruption. But anyways, when do you make the first move?
Okay, so I watch a lot of How Much Mother. I watch a whole lot of it.
Is that where you're getting this?
This is what I'm
picture?
getting. This is what I'm getting.
Oh boy.
Okay.
There
Oh,
is
boy.
there,
you
Everyone
go.
get ready.
all right, there is a rule. You make your move, after like 15 minutes, you have your game plan. After that, yes, this is sources from How I Met
So
Your
it's
Mother.
How I Met Your Mother. No,
You make-
specifically the playbook in How I Met Your Mother.
That's beside the point. That's beside the point. But you make your you essentially make your move after 15 minutes, and then you don't make a further move in terms of texting or contacting the significant other until after 3 days.
Wait,
Why-
so you go.
Wait, I'm confused.
Is this like
So wait.
meeting them, like first 15 minutes of meeting them, and then you don't talk to them for 3 days?
No,
You
no,
just
no, no.
stare
No.
at them and then
No. All right.
She stares at
Let me see one piece. Let's see one piece. All right. Let's see a piece. So boom, right. So what you gotta do is this: you talk to them, and then you have a good conversation. You get their number or whatever it is.
their
Mhm.
social security number.
You're bugging. Their phone number.
credit card number.
Relax.
Wait, you didn't specify. It could be any type of
Okay.
number.
Yeah.
Okay, relax, please. Relax. All you relax. Okay, calm down. Okay, so you get their cell phone number, or their Snapchat, or their Instagram, or their Twitter, or any social media platform. You get that, and you don't contact them for 3 days because, according to Barney Stinson, the character on that show played by Neil Patrick Harris, Jesus himself did it.
I'm crying.
Okay,
Stop
hold
it.
on. I'm gonna just
Hey yo.
I will
Hey,
show you the clip.
I know what
And
clip you're
have you done
talking
this
about, but
scam and how it
still.
works?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
guys,
Yeah.
What do you mean? it doesn't
no,
work?
because if you really like someone and you really think this is your person, you will text them like very quickly, right away, all this stuff.
Yeah, shout out to me, who I thought was my person many a times, and I had just been dashed by dreams of I was dashed by heartbreak. Actually, that's the next song.
You'll find your person, Cam. All of you guys will.
That's the next song I'm gonna
Yes.
play.
Thank you. It gives me hope.
Well, Ali, Cassandra, anything to add?
I'm like the worst person to ask about making a move because I just cannot for some reason. I was so good at it when I was little. Like
She freezes.
When you were little, what were you doing
I
when you
was-
were little?
She freezes.
I was so ambitious when I was like in middle school. Like if I liked a guy, I would write him a love letter and put it in his locker. Like
That's
no
cute.
There
shame,
you
so
go.
confident.
A love letter is
And
crazy.
all of a sudden I lost this confidence. And I just if I'm like interested in somebody, I can't. Like I don't even look at them. I'm like, don't look at me, don't talk to me, don't speak to me. So
I don't
that's
know.
my
I
2
never
cents.
made a move before. I don't plan on making moves.
There we go. All she makes is money moves, people.
Yes.
Respectfully.
Speaking of money, where would you guys say is the best and worst place for a first date?
The worst place, a morgue. For obvious
Wow.
reasons.
That's deep.
Because Cassandra, did you want to lighten the mood maybe a little?
Okay. Worst place, even though it's a classic, movie theaters. You don't talk to the person at all,
True.
I agree.
Exactly, that's what I was
I
gonna
could
say.
vouch for that.
and like
I got
that's.
that.
I just don't think that would work out, especially if it's a first date.
Oh,
Maybe it
oh,
could
yeah.
like help break the tension between you, like if you're awkward. But like, I don't think it's gonna advance.
Oh
anything.
yes, I can vouch for that. I can vouch for
Yes.
that. Freely.
Another one is Chuck E. Cheese.
I
feel
think Chuck
like
E. Cheese is the best place.
Wait, whoa.
You putting disrespect on my man Chucky?
No. Forget all that. Why you go to Chuck? Oh wait, unless it's your birthday party, I see. But like, who goes to Chuck E. Cheese? I mean, the pizza is fire. I'm gonna
I
lie.
loved Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid.
Do
Well,
you
that-
think they have a special thing for Valentine's Day?
I thought it was so fun.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
I just don't think you should go on a date there.
Oh, I'm all
Especially
aware.
Not a first date.
Very true.
That's true.
It's grimy and
Well, listen.
Yes.
If you're older, you probably shouldn't. But that's not the point.
Maybe
Megan, how
not.
about you? How about you?
Best would be like dinner and bowling. I think that's perfect.
Oh yeah, bowling.
Aw.
Oh, that's nice.
And then worst, like Cassandra, maybe the movie. I'm trying to think of something else that's like different. I don't know. I want maybe just movies because you just really can't talk to them unless it's like right before the movie. And like you have to hope for you like the movie or like what the movie is about, or you're just gonna just sit there and just not be happy about it.
Yeah, I felt that. Felt that really hard.
Like you don't like the movie, but you can't get up and leave.
Yes. You can't be like,
Yes.
gotta go to the bathroom and just like leave.
Just
Exactly.
sit there for 2 hours.
Mhm.
For me, I would say the best place would be. Bowling's actually not a bad idea. I might do that in my next date. Who knows? But the worst place would have to be not a morgue, but it's not sort of the same boat. A funeral.
I can see that.
Wow, like
Here's
wow.
it's really because my if you're going to a funeral, you better be with this person for
Like
life.
a random
You but
funeral.
no.
or like-
Because
Yeah, let's
is this
just-
some sort
let's
of
just pull
random
it up.
funeral?
let me
This
say-
is
let
the
me
topic
let
that
me
I thought
let
I
me
have
specify.
to
Let me
read. I want to see it.
Let if it's a loved one's funeral, like my best friend, he was dating his girlfriend at the time when my mom passed away, and he said that he wanted to bring her. I'm like, yo, if you bring her, yo, you better marry this girl. You don't marry this girl, I'm gonna to gut you like a fish.
but was it
Yeah.
a first date or were they like
Or have they been together for a
Yeah.
little bit now or no?
This is like their first time really hanging out because
Oh, that's not
For that, no.
good.
That kind of stuff. I feel like with family stuff, they should take take a space from that until like a few months in.
oh yeah, no, like
Yeah.
like that Christmas they were together in big ball.
Yeah.
Actually, let me change my answer. Worst first date any family event. Boom.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
I
like
agree.
Joe, continue on.
Thank you. Yeah. So what's some advice that you guys wish you had when you were younger that you do have now?
Let's start with the elder statesman with the buzz. I would say for me, it should be, just enjoy it. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to force love because if love is not natural, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
Just because your parents had probably the example that you want doesn't mean it's going to be that way. Don't have your expectations set super high. Just live your life, man.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Yeah.
That's really good.
Allie. Wait,
Somebody.
wait.
Actually, how about we ask the expert in relationships? Megan, how about you?
Yes,
Yeah,
Megan, any
sure.
thoughts?
Yeah. I would say don't how do I word this? Don't try to make your relationship perfect, whether that's like you're having say like your sibling, you say like your family doesn't really like your significant other or their family doesn't like you. Don't try to make it perfect whether they like it or not. If you guys are happy, that's all that matters. Later on, your family will understand that you guys both really care about each other and they're going to have to just learn to be like, okay, you know what? I'm happy that my little sister found someone that really respects her. And back to that, like with his family, I would say they're going to be happy that he found someone that kind of compliments him in a way where, you know what I mean? So just don't try to worry about making a relationship perfect because no relationship is ever perfect. And if that's the case, God, that's amazing. But no relationship is perfect. There's always going to be bumps in the road. And I would just say, don't try to focus on making your relationship perfect. Just go step by step.
Yeah.
Snaps for Megan.
Hold up.
Thanks.
Wait.
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 We were pulling it up.
Wait.
Pulling up.
Classic
Up.
saga.
Thank you. Thank you, unseen people at the at Camp
Mhm.
Daycare. But anyways, you good there?
You know it.
Okay. So
also from Slice what I say, be authentic. Be
Mhm.
authentically yourself. Do not be something that you are not.
Exactly.
yes,
Thanks, Dad.
thank you.
Actually, second dad. There's too many dads. I
So
have too many dads.
I guess once again, we should start with our resident expert. First date do's and don'ts.
Megan, that's all you.
Okay, first dates do start to like ask questions. Let's get a conversation going. Do not just sit there and be like, or just talk about yourself the entire time. Don't do that. And then first dates, don't talk about yourself. I don't know what's happening, but I'm just gonna keep going.
We don't know
Look
what's
in the
happening
chat.
either.
I'll look at the chat once I finish my thoughts. I don't want to look at it loud. Don't
I just
don't
got
make
it.
yourself superficial. Don't
Oh.
talk about yourself at all.
Yikes.
Just like try to get to know about the person before being like, oh, I did this, I did that. I'm about to look in the chat. I'm scared.
While you do that,
Okay.
Cam, you want to
Okay,
go?
yeah, I'll go. Okay, so I'll go. So my advice would be this: do definitely engage, definitely listen. You know, I went on a date back in October, and I still remember everything that the girl said. It didn't work out, but you know, I wish it did. But I just remember everything that just listening and keeping information. A don't check your phone.
Don't.
Do
Don't,
not check your
don't.
phone. Because if you check your phone, it's like, man, you're not interested in the date, and that's the things are. That's become a walking L like myself. So yeah, vibes.
Ali or Cassandra, anything to add?
I'd say, dude, as cliche as this sounds, just be yourself. You know, don't try
Mhm.
to be what you think the other person wants you to be, or don't just try to impress them. You know, either they're gonna like you for you, or they shouldn't, like you at all. I think that's a big one that has resonated with me throughout the years. And then for don'ts,
True.
just I don't know, just don't be rude.
Don't be rude.
As-
Yeah.
Don't
simple
be
as
a
it
jerk.
sounds.
Don't be a jerk.
It's Chris.
No,
It's
it's Valentine's Day. Doesn't sound.
It doesn't sound as good.
But still, don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Cassandra, anything to add?
I don't think so. I think like what you guys said, like that's what I would say too, like especially with the be yourself thing, because I feel like there's so much pressure on first dates to like impress and wow. And like if you guys know each other well, I don't think
Mhm.
even like if you had a friendship before, especially, I don't think there's any need to like try to sell yourself if especially if you want to get for the person to get to know you, like just open yourself up a bit.
Yes.
True story.
And last but certainly not least, do you guys think that chivalry is dead?
I believe no.
No,
No,
It
it's just hard to find.
what I really think
that
is
is
this.
very true.
What I really think is this. It starts off with the foundation that someone has at home.
Yes.
If they're not raised
Mhm.
correctly, then that's kind of how you have. That's kind of how things aren't going to work out well. No, I was raised in a household where I was I was really taught to be a gentleman, be as proper as I can, respect everybody all I can, and in a way that's kind of the way I am. Yeah, I joke around with a lot of people, but like at the end of the day, I try to be as properly. I try to be a gentleman. I try to emphasize being a gentleman above all else. So yeah, vibes.
I agree. I'll just talk it. I agree with the whole chivalry thing. One thing is though, it might be a little too much. So like obviously guys open the doors for women, but like with the car door and everything, I don't think you have to open it every single time for me. I know sometimes people are like, I need my car door open. I need this, and this done. But I feel like here and there, it's not dead, but I feel as though it's there and it's present. It doesn't need to be a whole ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, like, it would be nice if somebody were to say, hold open a car door for me. However, it's not something that I would actively be seeking out. It would just be something that they would just kind of have to do on their own, rather than like if they wouldn't do it, I wouldn't be like, oh, how dare you? You're so impolite. It would just be if they were to do it, I'd be like, oh wow, they're going out of their way
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
It's like the surprises with it.
I think like with stuff like that with the car door and stuff, like I think it doesn't have to be like every time, like once in a while. That's a little like, oh, I got you.
Yeah.